Hello everyone, SlowMotionAtomicBomb back again with another video. In fact, it's the 250th channel video. Can't believe I've been bothered enough to make that many videos. Thanks, pandemic, for coming along and starting me on this path of abject shiteness. As you can tell, today I am playing some classic Microsoft Windows pack-in games. Hooray! And we are starting with 3D Pinball Space Cadet from the, was it Microsoft Pinball was the program that had 3 different pinball tables in it. This was the one that came as a pack-in free with loads of versions of Windows. It wasn't on some versions of Windows XP, if I recall. But I certainly played this, probably on Windows 98. I can't remember if my version of XP had this or not. Spent a lot of time on it. A lot of nostalgia for it. I've always liked a pinball game. Never been very good at them. Never really understood what was going on. So I don't know what... Do I need to, I'm just going for a high score, aren't I? That's all it is. By lighting up the little yellow dots in 3 and the little yellow pads on the side that are in a 3. I believe. I used to play pinball in the seaside arcades now and then, but I never really knew what was going on, and I tended to stick to the computer games or the old claw grabbers. $243,000 is not a bad first return. Now, can you get multi-ball on this? Was this one that had multi-ball in? It must have been. And I remember there was a key you could press that would make the table shake, but if you did it like 2 or 3 times, it would stop working. I never really understood that as a kid. It would stop deploying the balls. What's interesting is that I always used to play this and think, oh, I need to get the full version of this. I want to play the full game. I think this table in the proper version is 3D rendered, whereas this is like quite flat. Ah, messed that up. Launch ramp to accept target practice. I don't really know what that means. But yeah, I never got round to getting this game, the full version of it, and playing any of the other tables. I've always been like that with pinball games. I've always enjoyed them for a little while, and have then sort of not kept up with them. Whatever's happening now, I seem to be doing quite well. Got some sort of field multiplier. Launch ramp to accept target practice. So is that... There's an arrow pointing to there. I think that's what I want to do. But I have absolutely no control. Mission accepted, 10,000 points. Ship refueled. I seem to be doing quite well. Ah. I thought I'd lost the ball there, but evidently not. Because that little thing is closed, isn't it? Right. Nope. I thought I would have the aim there. There you go. That little flap is closed. So I get another go. Can we get to 1,000,000 points? That's what I'm hoping for. I think the most recent pinball game that I played and really enjoyed was Rollers of the Realm, which was an RPG pinball game, and I was never big into RPGs. very casual on the pinball, and for some reason that called out to me and I really enjoyed it. And they're making a sequel. It hasn't come out yet. I'm very looking forward to it. I want to get back up that ramp, but again, I have absolutely no sort of control. It's about learning, I guess, the feel of the ball, and no, missed it. Oh, I came in short. High score, 914,750. Can I put my name in? SloMo. There we go. That was 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Moving on. Yes, it's the Windows 98 version of Minsweeper, which is a game that I spent a lot of hours on. I think a lot of people have spent a lot of hours. A lot of office hours. A lot of hours in the school computer room. Wasting time, let's be honest, with Minsweeper. And it's a game that annoys me a bit sometimes because you make simple, stupid mistakes that are always your fault. There's nothing you can do about it. But you also occasionally get in situations where you can't possibly know which square has got anything in. It's one thing to mess it up on your first go, but to... Hold on, I'm concentrating. Well, that one's got to have one in. Is that it? Have I done it? You have won the game. 66 seconds. This is at onlinesweeper.online, by the way, if you want to play it. And I have jumped ahead to expert mode. My thing was always try the corners first. This is going to take me some time, I'll be honest. Like, it's impossible to know where some of the mines are. One of the things that I really dislike about Minsweeper is when you get into a situation sort of late game. Oh, hang on a second. Well, they've both got to be... Oh, see, I don't know which one of these it's going to be. When you get into a situation late game where you can't possibly know which of the squares, when it's basically a choice of one or the other, you put all this time and effort into getting it right, and it basically comes down to a 50-50. I mean, this is a dangerous game to play. There you go, exactly why. Horrendous. Let's see if we can get a better board. That's a bit of a better start. That gives us something to work with. So we know all these ones can't have anything in. That must do, that must do. I don't know if this makes for particularly riveting content. It's possibly makes for nostalgic content, I suppose. I'll give it that. Might have to spin on and see how far ahead I get. Ooh, that was useful. That was useful indeed. Flash forward. I'm desperate to finish one of these. As is typical with Minsweeper, I tend to lose my patience for it quite quickly, perhaps remembering why I've not played it for a while. And it's game over. What a pile of annoyance. Here we go then, another classic. This is the Windows XP version of Solitaire. You all know it, Hearts, Clubs, Diamonds, Spades. Do I need a king to go in there? Or will it just take any card? I think it has to be a king, doesn't it? Didn't see that. Black 6 could have gone on the red 7. A bit blind. Strange looking at this resolution after so many years of using modern PCs and laptops. It's making my eyes feel a bit funny. Oh, the 3, of course, on the 2. There's a king there, and the queen will go on the king. I'm going to move this jack. Here we go. It's funny having played sort of more recent versions of this as well. How a lot of the card movements are automated, and that's not a thing here. So like when you move a card off a space, it doesn't automatically turn over the cards beneath it, which I suppose in a way is more realistic. Get the 2 out there, 7 on there. I wonder how many of these games are going to turn out to be colossal failures on my part. I would have preferred a black king there, but, you know, you can't always be choosy. Could do with a red 3. Could certainly do with a red 3, and I don't think there is one. Oh my god, don't tell me it's all over. Doing absolutely terribly. This is supposed to be going on the internet. It's an easy game, this, in theory. Why am I doing so badly at it? People on the internet don't want to see me lose at patience. Especially when there's no interest in music on. I might have to put some music on. I might dub some music on. If only I had Winamp open.
Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.
I could put some of my old Jescola Buzz dance music on the background just to pep this video up a bit. That's what everyone wants to hear, isn't it? Back in my aspiring DJ days, I wasn't a big dance music fan, but Jescola Buzz was a way to make dance music, be creative, and I was terrible at it. Back before I was able to, before I had the cables to plug a guitar into my PC, and I made hilarious dance music. And then years later, I downloaded a copy of Buzz Tracker, and thought, oh, this will be easy now because I'm older and I'm smarter and I know what I'm doing. I'm not an idiot. I'll be able to make some proper music. I couldn't remember how to do any of it, and it was way worse the second time. All those years later, the passage of time as people just get stupider. I think as well because I just didn't have the patience. Patience to I didn't have the patience to relearn how to use something that I'd already previously learned how to use. I think that was a big part of it, big sort of shortcoming. It's a bit like when I dug my GameCube out. I hadn't played any GameCube for years, and I loved my GameCube, and I was brilliant at Mario Kart Double Dash. That was always my favourite, and I played some Double Dash for the first time in years. I was absolutely atrocious at it. I was terrible, and it frustrated me so much because it was like having to learn from scratch, and I thought, if I'm not actually getting into this from scratch, I don't think I could bring myself to delve into it. I also think, I was going to say I've run out of moves. That's not true. I've still got this one. I think now I've run out of moves because I've only got picture cards and I don't have a 10. The only thing I can do is put this 4 on here. I can put this 4 on here. Oh, there you go. That's the way around it. 4 up there and 5 up there. So let's say we've got an ace to go on the 2 and a 9. I want the black king so I can put the red queen on it. The black jack. See what this is first. No use. The 10. But do I have a black 9? I don't think I do. I think that might be it. And sticking with Windows XP, it's a game that I learned really from XP. Spider Solitaire. I've always really liked this. It's a card game that I can get quite addicted to. This one, I always sort of forget a little bit that when you play a one card game, you sort of forget that it's the opposite rules for the other. These, you want to put the same suit together where possible. And what I'm trying to do is get as many of these spaces free cell, in a sense. So I can pop this 9 on this 10. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pop this 9 on this 10 and get those 3 in a suit together. Put that 9 on there. So we'll pop another layer on. Simply because... Oh, hang on a second. Move the queen... Yeah, I'll give it to that one. And move that jack. I move the 10 of hearts there. Move that 10 there. Is this... Yeah, this is the right way. This is a slightly convoluted way of doing it. But that's Spider for you. Yeah, the 5 on the 6, the 7 on the 8. I suppose if I put the 10 on that jack, I can move this to here. I have opted to play this on medium difficulty. Easy is too easy, but I was worried that if I put it on hard mode, that I would just never do it. I would be playing this all day before I get a hand that is doable. One of the things with patience with Solitaire is that it's sort of reliant on getting a decent hand. In a sense, it's not a great game. I mean, I guess, you know, you don't want it to be so easy that you always win, but the fact that you can play hand after hand after hand where you never win feels like quite a significant waste of time. 6 of spades. Is there a 4 to put this 3 on? No. Now then, a 5 and a 4, and put the 2 on there. The 5 and the 4 will go here. The 3 and the 2 will go here, and then I need one of these aces, which is the best one to use, this one. There's a set of hearts, because this ace will go on this 2, and in fact, I could put that 7 there, and I could bring 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to here. So I'm now looking for the 9, which is there, and there's a set of spades. What is going to expose a card? This, I think. If I move the 8 and the 7 here, I can drag this 6. That gets a 5 and that opens up another space. If I move this jack, I can bring this 5 down to here and hopefully I get a 4. No, I was looking for a 4 of spades and I could move that 3, 2, 1. But that's looking not entirely unhealthy. Now I can put these into an order. King, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. There's a 7, 6, 5 there. There's a 3, 2, 1 there that can go on this 4, and this 3 can go on this 4. Move the 6, pop these up here, pop these over here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ace. Bam, hearts, done. I'm enjoying it now that it's going well. I'm having a nice nostalgic time. I'll move that king there and open up this. 9, that's worked out well, because this queen will go on this king, and there's another set of spades. Right, this feels significantly easier now. Move this 2, 5, so at least, I'll tell you what, I'll put this 4 on there. I suppose I can bring this ace out and see what we get. 7, 6 will go on the 7 will go in this space. Of course the 8 will go on the 9, the 6, the 5 on there. There's the queen, there's the king, there's the jack. Now I don't want to put that suit on there because it's going to ruin the order of red, black, red, black. That's the thing I used to do when I used to play this a lot. I used to play it over and over and over. I used to make up little rules about, can I get all of the hearts first? Can I get all of the spades second? It might not be possible, but here's hoping. Yeah, because that 2 will go on that 3, which will open up this jack. So I need a 3, which I've got there. And I'm now looking for the 2, which is on there. And yeah, so I've probably used more moves than I needed to, but I've got the satisfaction of getting them in the right order. There we go. Now, what's the least number of moves I can use here? Well, I don't really think there are any. I've got to just, move some of these cards into the relevant spaces. Don't put those spades together yet. It's got to be hearts. Here we go. I'm going to have to move that into a separate space so I can get the 2 out. Bosh. Ba-ba. I've won, but annoyingly the cards don't. I thought they would explode. Never mind. I've had a nice time. I hope you've had a nice time. If you enjoyed the video, please be so kind as to like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, ding the bell if you're already subscribed to get notifications on future videos, and until next time, go fuck yourself, Clippy, you shitty little bastard.